Greetings and blessings, butterflies. Welcome back. I'm here in the background just preparing the area for reads. Just let me know if you would like a reading. Greetings, Candy Gaming. How are you doing today? Can I interest you in a reading? If you're interested, let me know what kind of reading you would like. I have tarot and oracle cards. Greetings. Welcome in. Currently listening to Kindred Family Soul. The title of the song is Stars. All right now. 11:11. Average view 1 minute and 11 seconds. Got like tat out. Gotta make your mind. This song is called Tadao by Masego and FKJ Reggae Station. Carson center that didn't belong. All right, now let's reshuffle. See what popped out. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Seven of Swords. So somebody, it was some cunning and conniving energy with this Seven of Swords. Someone had some secret plans. Someone may be abandoning ship. Someone may be getting away with something, and it has to do with recognition. With this Six of Wands energy, it has something to do with success, some type of accolades or achievements. So this energy is about someone wanting to get away with that. Get away with somebody's success, someone's achievements, someone else's accolades. Don't know who that energy is for, but we got one more that just popped out. Let's see what this is. And it's about an offer. This Page of Cups energy. This is about being creative. It's about being inspired to do something. This is about skill as well. Learning. Pages learn. They're students. Some good devotion. Okay. Oh, I'm not listening to reggae. I'm listening to Neo Soul. Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm here if anyone is interested in a reading. Ready, willing, and able. There's nowhere to hide. Love calls your name. Somebody else. And I wish that you was something to baby. Tell you said, oh, you. Baby. Anyone out there would like a reading? Just let me know. I'm here pre-shuffling a few decks. Getting the cards all mixed up and together. The softness of your voice. Thinking I'm gonna do a collective. What we need to know reading. All right, Spirit. Welcome in. Thank you for your grace, your discernment, your protection, clarity, the opportunity to do this. Thank you for these messages. Please make sure these messages are clear, concise, and discerning. Please make sure these messages are for the highest good of me and the collective. Please protect us as we give these messages from any messages or any interference that is not of you. Thank you. So grateful for this opportunity. So shall it be. All right, collective. Let's get some answers. We're going to do a 3-card spread about what we need to know. What does the collective need to know? This is about the lovers again. This lovers energy, this energy about connection and choice is very, very prominent. And you can give me for the collective about what the collective needs to know. Messages for the collective about what they need to know. All right, you have the King of Wands to jump out. This King of Wands is about being focused. He's a career-focused gentleman. He's mature. He's passionate with fire energy. He's courageous. So we'll put him back, and if he comes out, you know he was meant to be. This energy about what my collective needs to know. Okay, start there. Put these cards. All right. First, we have the Hermit. Virgo energy. Next, we have the Moon, which is Pisces, Cancer, which is just Pisces and Cancer energy. Then we have, I must have felt it. Then we have the Tower, which is Scorpio energy. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm getting the energy that this is about, with this Hermit being about meditation. This is about going within. This is about solitude. There's the light cutting off again. I don't know who don't want me to tell these messages, but they want to keep them in the dark. They want to keep it in the secrets of the moon. The Hermit is also about consciousness. This moon energy, as I stated, this moon energy is about secrets. This moon energy, I was listening to see if I caught any messages from the. This moon energy is about dreams. This is about the subconscious. So, and then we move on to the Tower energy, and Tower energy is about destruction. This is about change. This is about a foundation that was faulty. So, with this energy, I'm getting that someone is going into solitude, meditating about something that's unknown to them, something that may be a secret, something that their subconscious is trying to get them to see or tell them. And it has to do with a foundation. It has to do with something that is faulty. It has something to do with something that maybe someone in my collective wants to abandon. This could also be about having a sudden insight after going through their subconscious, using the Hermit to go within, because these are two subconscious cards. So they could have went within and found some type of insight. And this insight has something to do with their Ten of Pentacles. This has something to do with success. This has something to do with, this is also a business card. So it had something to do with that type of energy. Give me a second. Let me see if I can turn this light back on. All right. So let us get some cards from my deck to clarify this energy. Okay. What we got for this Hermit card? Something for all. Yeah, they did. It's too many. We have for this Hermit energy. We have, I pulled two. We have special and determined. Special, this is giving me the energy of this is something, whatever this, whoever has gone within, this is something that is something that they never really felt like they dealt with before, something that they haven't faced with this special energy. And this energy also is accompanied with determined. So in this going within energy, someone was determined. There was something special, something unknown, something rare about this, and they were determined with this energy. That's what caused them to go within. They saw this energy as special, and they was determined to have it within their life. That's what I'm getting from that for this. They saw this connection, and I'm saying connection because, of the lover's energy that we saw earlier. Someone was determined. They felt like this was something is rare about it, and they are determined. They're going within. They're determined to figure out what's going on. What is the connection to this? Give me something on this moon energy. We have patience. It came out in reverse, but I take out my cards in the upright. And then we have judgmental. So subconsciously, something that someone didn't see clearly, that has been illuminated to them, has something to do with something hasty, making a hasty decision. And the judgment was the secret is that this was a hasty decision. That's what I'm getting with this judgmental card. That's what they discovered through their going within, searching their subconscious. They've discovered that they made a hasty decision. Give me something to go with this Tower energy. We have wife. And to go along with this, we have new job. Okay. The sudden insight or the sudden change is about something, is about someone seeing someone as a potential partner, a lifelong partner, a long-term partner, someone they wanted to work with, someone they were starting something new, a new career endeavor, something to that nature. So when I pull this all together, someone went within to look at something that they thought was special, something they was determined to have in their life, something they was determined to possess. But they felt like there were secrets there. They felt like there was something unknown, something that wasn't being illuminated fully to them. They may have felt like there was something mysterious about it, or it could have been just a dream. And they have in this going through this insight and through their subconscious, they realized that either they needed to have patience and not be judgmental, or they lacked patience and made a hasty decision. And I'm saying lacked patience because their card did come out in reverse, and so did wife in reverse. It came out too. But as I was stating, someone went within to look at something that they thought was special, something they thought was rare, that they was determined to have. There was mystery surrounding it. There were secrets. There was something unknown about it, and they went within to figure this out. And going within, they discovered that they didn't have patience, or they needed patience, and they were being judgmental, or they need to be judgmental about a decision that they about whatever they went within about for. Excuse me. And then with this tower energy, like I said, this is a sudden change. Something changed about this situation. Something changed after the discovery. The sudden change had something to do with a long-term connection with the wife card. Something, that's going to be a strong foundation. Wife, when you marry someone, that's a strong foundation. So they felt like this was going to be a strong foundation. This was going to be something long term lasting, and it had something to do with opportunities, jobs, investments, or contracts. Let's see. What else does the collective need to know in terms of this energy? What else does the collective need to know in terms of this energy? What else does the collective need to know in terms of this energy? We have hustle mode and clickbait. See, there was something false or phony about it, misleading, empty promise. That's the sudden insight. That is what they discovered when they went within. They discovered that see, the hustle mode about a new job. This was about somebody wanting to grind hard. Somebody was ambitious. That's the determined energy. Somebody was ambitious about this. They was really, really determined to make this work out in their favor. Somebody never knew they'd want someone as much as they want you. Just can't take no more. Cut these cards. Let's see what we get. For this judgmental, for this hermit, along with this special and determined, we get hopeless romantic. We get believing in fairy tales, idealizing love, constantly waiting, and forever dreaming. That is what someone discovered about. I don't know if you all can still see everything. Let me move it back a little bit. Okay. That is what someone discovered when they went within. They went within because they were feeling like something was special, something was rare, something was odd. That is the word I'm getting. Something was odd about this situation, this hopeless romantic. Something was odd about it, and they were determined to figure it out. Something was oddly, maybe the person that they were dealing with was oddly determined, and that's what caused them to go within. When we look at this moon with this patience and judgmental energy, we get friend zoned. This is definitely about a relationship between two people, as the lover card stated. This is platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, like a sibling to me. That was not being fully illuminated to someone, that they were in the friend zone, or this was strictly going to always remain a friend zone relationship, and they were impatient with this. Someone was judging. Someone was being very, 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 very judgmental. Someone was rushing, and they were very. I guess I have to say it. I'm getting with this judgmental energy. I'm getting how do I want to say this? Um, I'm getting someone with stereotyping, judging based off certain qualities or characteristics. That's what I'm getting with this judgmental card. And they were being very, very impatient with being in the friend zone. Although there was a judgmental energy, because as you can see, the feminine in this card, her face looks very dissatisfied. That's the look of judging a situation. And with this tower energy, along with wife and new job, we have blind date. We have a surprise meeting, unexpected chemistry, awkward introductions, could be love or could be disaster. I'm getting somebody had a meeting. Someone met someone. With this new job energy, someone met someone that they potentially thought that they could work with. Yes. Someone met someone they were. That's what's coming out of all of this. That's the sudden insight. Someone sees their wife and they want to work with her. There is some type of surprise. They met by surprise. Or they met her at a new job. They work with her or they want to work with her. And they met by surprise. This was the timing. Because towers happen at when you don't plan them. The timing of meeting the wife in this potential new job, it wasn't a favorable time for the person that this energy is for. The overall energy, let's see, underneath the bottom of this deck is rebound. This is temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement, just to forget. This is what caused someone to have to go within because they were experiencing hurt, pain. They were looking for someone to rebound. They was looking for a replacement. And that could also be with this blind date energy. They were looking for something to cure this tower moment. And it was only temporary. It was them just avoiding what they knew, the insight they gained here about something being rare, about something determined. When someone is determined to do something, this is that, be, it all costs energy. This could be, on the excessive end. You could be determined and have a lot of willpower to do something. You could be determined because, you feel like this is the right direction to go. Or you could be, determined, in a way of just, trying to win at all costs and, from a position of control. And with this hopeless romantic energy, I'm feeling like this is what forced someone to go within, because this determined energy was energy of control. This wasn't the type of determined, especially with the special. this wasn't the type of energy that the determination was of someone's highest good. It's not, especially with the energy that comes behind it, with patience and judgmental. This could be someone was slow to judge a friend's a situation. They were slow to make a choice about a friendship, and that caused a disaster. There are lots of different ways I can read this. But what initially started all of this is someone's subconscious, someone's meditation, someone discovering something during the time they meditated on it. They looked within. They searched for the answer. And with the hermit energy, you see he's holding a light. He's holding that light in his hands. So that means he's gotten the enlightenment. Whoever this is, they got the inspiration. They got the light. They successfully did the work. As you can see, he's an older gentleman. Traveled through the dark night of the soul. They went into solitude. And they went into solitude because they saw something special. There was something odd. There was something rare. And someone was determined to have it. They was determined to have this romance. But there were secrets. There was mystery. And someone was being too patient, being too judgmental, and put someone in the friend zone. Or there was mysteries and secrets, and someone lacked patience, became judgmental, and put someone in the friend zone. Or they weren't judgmental when they should be about someone they had in the friend zone. This led to a destruction of a foundation. This led to a tower moment. This led to people wanting to abandon it, to get out of here, because this is total collapse. And this had something to do with a connection, long-term partner. It had something to do with a new job. And they potentially may have tried to start dating. And all of this was because someone was looking for someone to rebound with. Because they didn't want to deal with what they discovered in the beginning. The truth. Their light is truth. Their light the hermit is holding, that's truth. They had the truth. They knew the truth. They didn't want to accept it. So they lacked patience and got judgmental. And focused on someone they should have kept in his friend zone, or someone that they ended up friend zoning. And it led to a destruction. That's what I'm seeing here. And it affected their success, their 10 of Pentacles, their business, new job. It affected that. because that's the overall energy from this deck. The overall energy was that 10 of Pentacles. And that's what this tower affected. Let me get us an angel to lighten the load of this energy. I have to say, if you're in this energy and you're in this place, I hope you're not looking for a rebound. Yes, you were. Before I could even get it out of my mouth, yes, you were. Let it go. Stop holding that grudge about behind whoever you rebounded with. Stop holding that grudge. Set yourself free. Forgive yourself. It's a part of your learning. It's a part of your journey. It's going to make you whole. Not that you're a part of anything. I don't want to imply that. But whole in the places where you need healing. Let me get us an angel. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Yes, Spirit. Angel wisdom card. Collective. For whoever needs to hear this message. This angel says focus. I can choose what I want to focus on. As you work on your goals, recognize you need to take a step back and really focus on what you are trying to accomplish. Whether you are starting a new goal or already in the midst of it, the angels are urging you to have good organization and lots of preparation in place. This is affirming that this job situation, this is affirming that energy. And this is affirming the energy that's been being picked up in the readings all week when I was been talking about the rebuilding, the reframing, and restructuring. With this tower energy, because we've had this tower energy show up in a lot of readings as well. With this tower energy, someone is going to have to rebuild something. That, just like I said, doesn't mean that the dream, that the vision has to die. None of that has to be true. It's just that the old foundation does. The old foundation, which things were built off of, they have to be dismantled. If it's been built up off of, hopeless romantic feelings and surprise meetings and things like that, if it's been built off of that type of energy of being, not having patience and being judgmental, if it's built off of that type of energy, then that was a foundation that was not built to last in the first place, my butterflies. So Spirit is asking for you to focus on the things that you can work on, the new direction in which you need to walk in. Spirit is asking you to focus and hone in on your goals. Figure out, make a plan, figure out which way you're gonna go and how you're gonna. Don't operate in this rebound energy. This rebound energy is what caused this. It's what caused misjudging the situation. Being in this rebound energy, just looking for temporary comfort and see, just looking for temporary comfort and don't want to be alone. It doesn't matter, that whatever you were being kept in the dark about, that you are lacking patience for, that you're ready to be judgmental about. And I don't know where that came from. It just came to me when I looked over here. That could be the big secret. That you're looking for a big secret. You're hunting a secret. Something that's mysterious. And you're trying to be patient about it so you can be judgmental. That's not the road that you need to take to get what you want. That's not what you need to be focused on. Maybe that's why because it lined up together. Maybe that's where it came from. But you can't stay focused on these memories, on this deception. You can't stay focused on it. You can't stay focused on that you rebounded. Or someone may be using you as a rebound. You can't stay focused there. It's time to figure out what you want, what you actually truly want. And I know you don't want to be nobody's rebound. What that is, self-care. Yep. Time to take care of yourself. Time to prioritize rest. Time to recharge. Time to pamper yourself. Give yourself that me time. Light those candles. Sit in that tub. Or in that shower, whichever one you got. If you got both, just choose. Power of choice. But very, very important that you shift your focus. Shift it where? Back to your Ten of Pentacles. Because that's what you're thinking about. That's your overall energy. Success. Your business relationships with the people. Your financial abundance. Your happy home. And that full bank account. Get back to focused on that. Start focusing on this, what didn't work, what didn't last. And I'm getting strong. I don't know. I don't believe that this is a relationship or marriage type of thing. I don't. Not with all these cards of looking like, friends. Looking like we're trying to figure each other out. Not all this energy. This wasn't solid. That's when the foundation crumbled. It wasn't solid. There was something wrong with this all the time. Make the choice. To walk into your safe space. That was right before the self-care. Find your emotional sanctuary. That comfortable solitude. That hermit energy. Protect your vulnerability. Do that breath work. Bring yourself back to center. And tell yourself you are safe. Hope these messages help someone out there. My heart goes out to you if you need me for any services. If you want a personal reading. If this energy matches yours, or you want one that may matches your energy better. I can't help what comes out in the cards. I'm reading for who these messages are meant for. So just hit me up and let me know. I'm available. And I'm going to end this reading here. I've been on an hour. That's usually around my time. I haven't seen anybody come in and ask for a reading. So, as I always say, my healing is your healing, and your healing is mine. So let's transform together, butterflies. Welcome to your metamorphosis, butterflies. And until next time, you all have a blessed, love, and focused rest of your day.